Hey, what's going on everybody? My name is Cruz and welcome back to the last video of 2021. In this one, we're going to reflect on what this year has brought us. Let's get it. For those of you who maybe are a little bit new to this channel and haven't followed me throughout this last almost 365 days, I decided going into the year 2021 that though I had an existing YouTube channel, I was going to treat it as if it were a brand new channel. I invested into this channel for a long time, but periodically. I never did it consistently and just almost assumed that growth would just happen kind of on its own through, I guess, what I considered to be merit. But I quickly realized that growth was going to take a lot of hard work and dedication to actually creating content, uploading content, and pushing that content. Not to mention, I felt very passionate about, just having this channel and some of the topics that I wanted to discuss throughout the year. I was dedicated and I just wanted to approach this year so differently, and I believe I accomplished that. And as we wind down 2021 and begin our journey into 2022, I believe in doing two things. One is reflecting, and then two is actually setting goals. So in this video, I want to reflect a little bit. I want to look back in the year 2021, see the growth, see how we've come along, and see some of the accomplishments that we made here on this channel. So these are the Cruz Project top 5 moments of 2021. Coming in at number 1, my very first video of this year, my renovation of my studio. This was around the time where I really felt like I was onto something, and coming into this room, as I've spoken about in previous videos, was one of the more life-changing things that I've experienced while here on YouTube. I certainly didn't expect this room to turn out as good as it did. I thought for sure it was probably going to be too small, but I was able to transform it in a way that honestly has been pleasing to me both aesthetically and functionally. I've been able to create music in here, create obviously content in here, and that's been one of the most satisfying things for me this year, was being able to pursue my aspirations artistically and musically here on this channel, and this room provided me the platform to be able to do that. So this video is very, very important to me because it represents the beginning of a journey that I'll never forget. Coming in at number 2, a video that was uploaded in February, my wife joins me here in the studio. We're back with my beautiful wife, Maegen-Christie Cruz of Maegen-Christie Photography. Say that 3 times fast. There are 2 reasons why this video sticks out to me as being such an important video for the year 2021. Number 1, I was able to convince my wife to actually join me in the video. That is not something that she enjoys doing. I think she kind of came off a little uncomfortable as well because she genuinely was. It is not something she prefers to do, at least not willingly. I've recorded her in vlogs before and she's always upset with me when I post it. I think she's absolutely beautiful, breathtaking in fact, and I think she's full of knowledge, and I enjoyed that video. And that leads me to the second reason why it's so important to me, the information. I know some of you didn't need to hear that information. In fact, maybe a lot of you didn't need to hear it, and maybe some people even knew about that information. But for me, there were nuggets in that video that I desperately needed to learn in order to truly find more success here on this channel. I had hit my limit with my general knowledge of camera gear, and I needed to be taken to the next level. I needed her expertise to help me to understand why certain things were going wrong with my recordings and my editing process, and why things sometimes went right. She helped me to come up with a process by understanding the information and the gear that I was using, so much so that now I have kind of a process where I can nail in an aesthetic almost on a weekly basis without really thinking too much about it. So whether or not it was a successful video on YouTube, it was a video that was necessary for my personal growth to ultimately bring more success here to the channel. Coming in at number 3, my most watched video of the year 2021. This was actually a really huge surprise for me, and I guess these kind of videos always tend to be, and that is the how I use the JHS Morning Glory video that I uploaded in January. It's my most watched video of 2021, racking up over 9,000 views, and I know that's not a lot of views according to a lot of other YouTubers, but for me, someone who only has about 1,700 subscribers. That's a lot of views. That means that we more than doubled our subscription count, and a lot of people saw this video that probably don't normally watch my videos, which is really amazing for me personally. The reason it was such a surprise was because I didn't really think too much about it. I was just honestly going through the motions of wanting to showcase some of the pedals that I personally use here in my studio on a daily basis, and of course the Morning Glory pedal being one of those main drives that I've used for a very, very long time. As I said, that video generated over 9,000 views. That equates to over 500 watched hours and generated over 90 subscribers. So I am so grateful for that video and the success that it had. And if you were one of those who found me through that video, thank you so much for sticking around. I really, truly appreciate you. And yeah, awesome year. Thank you again. Coming in at number 4, actually one of my favorite videos of this year was me taking my pedalboard apart back in July. The funny thing about that video was I was so reluctant to do it because I had what I considered to be a very good functional pedalboard, and taking it apart genuinely scared me. It just felt like I was maybe giving up on a dream or something like that. Like taking it apart meant I wasn't getting better. But the reason it's one of my favorite videos was because it actually did the opposite. It just gave me a whole new passion for guitar again. It set me out on a new tone journey, looking for pedals and products and actually getting them in here and playing them and playing more guitar than ever and playing different guitars and playing different kinds of music, simply because I was so inspired by the journey. And I can't say enough about how awesome that experience was for me and how rejuvenating it was to actually be able to play the instrument more so from a passion standpoint versus a content creation standpoint. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful to play guitar here on a weekly basis on this channel, but I also would like to play the guitar because I love it. So I still want that passion to exist inside of me, and this video certainly launched a new passion for me. If my 4th top moment of the year was me taking my pedalboard apart, then you probably have already guessed what my 5th top moment is, which is me putting together a new pedalboard. Back in November, just a couple of months ago, I released the video where I showcased my brand new 2022 pedalboard, revealing some of the major changes that I made to my entire rig. Number 1, downsizing, but yet somehow getting more tones out of this pedalboard by just incorporating pedals that were more versatile and more futuristic in terms of MIDI. As I mentioned about taking apart my pedalboard, this new pedalboard has rejuvenated me and has given me a new passion to play guitar. And to be honest with you, before I took my pedalboard apart, that wasn't happening anymore. I was only picking up the guitar when I actually had to record a video, and it showed sometimes. I was pretty disappointed in my chops sometimes because I just felt like I could do a little bit more, but it just couldn't come out. I was very stiff and unable to play the instrument in the way that I felt like I once could. Since building this pedalboard and playing the guitar again on a daily basis, I've definitely seen an improvement, and I'm so excited to have this thing in my life and to see what future videos will come of it. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I want to wish you all a very, very happy new year. Spend time with your loved ones, spend time in deep thought, reflect, but be excited about what is to come. If you're going through a tough season, one of the reasons why they're called seasons is because eventually they will come to an end. For every winter, there is a summer. For every fall, there is a spring. Hang in there, and I guarantee you a season of rejoicing is right around the corner. Thanks again for watching. Happy New Year, and until next week, next week.